The truth is, I don't make decisions on payday. Most advice tells you what to do after you get paid. But by then, it's already too late. You're making money moves from a place of pressure, not power. You're overwhelmed, you're reacting, and you're not building. You're surviving. There's no strategy to it. I don't wait for payday, no matter how depressing my bank account looks. In fact, I get excited by the mere thought of payday because I know exactly what's coming. And more importantly, I know what I'm going to do with it. So I prepare for it. Before my paycheck lands, I already have clarity how that money is going to build my freedom, my net worth, and my wealth. I'm looking forward to the financial freedom that I'll be gaining from it. So today, I want to show you exactly how I do it so you can do it too. Hi, I'm Ivy K, a nerd dressed like a mom. With 15 years of experience in finance, I've spent 5 years in audit and 10 years in investment management, analyzing the real numbers behind the big companies. And now, I'm using that same lens to build lifestyle and financial freedom, one clear decision at a time, without burnout, hustle, or waiting for someday. Before we dive in, if you've ever felt payday stress, like this video. And if you're ready to shift into strategy mode, subscribe to my channel because we're just getting started. I've been asking myself why payday advice actually falls short. Think about it. Most budgeting advice starts after the money has landed in your account, and the payday routines are built around reacting at that point. Most payday routines are built around reacting because then you pay the bills. You think, yes, I deserve this. So you reward yourself. You handle emergencies for others, and then you scramble to make it stretch until the next month. But here's what really happens when you follow that pattern. You reward yourself first and neglect wealth building. Then you undervalue your own time and income by rescuing others from their crises. You lose momentum, even if you were on track the previous month. And the thing is, you normalize the chaos, thinking, I'll fix it next month. And the worst part? You start believing that this is just how money works. But it's not. Tell me in the comments, have you ever gotten paid, felt rich for one day, and then wondered where all the money went? It's like your money is spoken for before it even arrives. What's your current payday routine? And how is it really working for you? I once got paid on a Friday. First thing in the morning, I got a call from a family member who had already made plans for my money. They claimed to have some emergency. So I sent them the cash that they needed. Turns out it was to fund the weekend party. I spent the rest of the month juggling bills and trying to basically make it while this person had basically blown my money over one weekend. And you know what? The resentment actually stayed much longer than the money. And I remember another time. I had a good balance at the end of the month. And by the time the new paycheck came in, the entire bank balance increased, of course. So I made the mistake to think that now I can spend a little more. I kept spending for that month and basically changed my lifestyle habits with the overvalue that I had from the previous month. Now let's talk about how we can change the cycle. Nowadays, I don't make that same mistake. I use a system before my payday. And that planning has changed everything for me. I've gained clarity on what my money is doing, how I'm growing my own wealth, and I live a sustainable lifestyle. And because of this, I can avoid a lot of those pitfalls I used to find myself in. So what do I do instead? The truth is, I don't make decisions on payday. I make them before. And so should you. I don't wait for the paycheck to hit my bank account. I prepare, I plan, and I prioritize. And now you will too, with this 4-step pre-payday system. The first step is the easiest, and you could do it right now. Just take your phone and navigate to your calendar app. Place a recurring reminder in your calendar a few days before your payday. Call it pre-payday wealth check-in. Make it recurring because this is how you train your brain to build that muscle memory around doing these steps each month so that it becomes a habit. Doing this trains your brain to expect structure and intentionality each month around your money. And you will know that it's a habit when you can follow these steps like a natural routine that you've been doing for years. Once this becomes automatic, the anxiety around money starts to disappear. And at that point, you're not behind, you're in control. But don't worry, if you don't remember these steps, you can always come back to this video. So save the video by clicking on a button down below. Then you can always come back, check on the timestamps down below to take you to the exact place where you want to be so that you can follow these steps and keep building your wealth. So, step number 2, check what's left in your bank account. So now you've just received your reminder for the pre-payday wealth check-in. Go into your banking app and look at your current account balance. Whatever's left over, transfer it into the most important savings goal that you have. Doing this will help you create a savings snowball effect to reach the target for those savings. This will also compound that surplus over time. I'm currently using this method to build up my transition fund account. Each time I do this, I call it my freedom fuel, because I'm putting jet fuel into my ability to buy back the time that I need for my maternity and future business focus. Every euro that I save gives me peace of mind before the month even starts. So let me ask you this. What's one saving goal you'd love to build without pressure? Drop it in the comments down below and tag it as Freedom Fuel. Step 3, you should review your upcoming auto debits. This is a simple move that helps you avoid chaos. Before payday, check your debit orders or recurring charges. My banking app has this feature provided automatically. This helps you to know the schedule of what will reduce your bank balance and when the debit orders will take place. That way, you can avoid overdraft panic and surprise subscriptions draining your fresh paycheck, giving you calm, peace, and rest, and a sense of being in control over your finances before the paycheck even lands. The 4th step is to check your net worth and follow your priorities. This is a game changer, and it's the most important step. Just remember, your budget is a plan for how you want to spend. The budget cannot show you your net worth. Your net worth is a reflection of your wealth. So for this step, you will need to use your wealth dashboard. A budget will just not help you here because it doesn't have the information that you need. If you haven't done so already, click the link down below to get your own wealth dashboard so you can follow along with this step. On your wealth dashboard, check your net worth from the prior month. This is the total equity. Your net worth is leading here because you're on a journey to build wealth and financial freedom. Everything you do is to further this course. Then ask yourself, what's the move this month to grow my net worth? This will look different for everybody, as each person will choose what makes more sense to focus on in their life season. So to help you along, I will give you a few examples. For the first example, you could focus on increasing the value of your property by doing a renovation, because you know increasing the value of your assets will increase your net worth. Before payday and before getting your check, you will then set aside money for renovations or start allocating the month's paycheck towards that. That's a strategic play for your net worth. Nothing to feel guilty about, and certainly not deserving of a budget cut. Another example would be if you want to focus in increasing the value of your investments, because you know this will increase your net worth. So before payday, you already allocate a portion of the income to investments for the next maybe 3 months or so. This would be a deliberate choice. It's strategic. And it's not about whether you feel ready, it's about your wealth goals. You could also decide to pay down high interest debts, reducing your liabilities, freeing up some income. Or fund a lifestyle that supports your productivity and well-being. With each of these examples, I want you to notice how different each example is. The examples do not follow a general cookie-cutter rule. These are based on your life, the stage of life you are in, and what you value most during that time. Your wealth dashboard is as unique as the set of fingerprints on your thumbs. So if you would like some help setting up your wealth dashboard, please go ahead and send me a request by clicking on the button down below. My personal wealth dashboard looks very different from my husband's wealth dashboard. Where our vision and goals align is in the household wealth dashboard. There, we share the same vision for the future we are building and for our family. What's your current focus? Are you saving, renovating, investing, or paying down your debt? If you don't mind sharing, please comment with your main goal in the comment section below, and I'll respond with how I would approach it on the wealth dashboard. This 4-step system works, and this is why. This routine removes anxiety. It replaces confusion with clarity, and it builds wealth with precision. By the time you receive your paycheck, you have your game plan. You've already acted on the most highest priorities that you have, and you already made the biggest decisions. So payday becomes simple. You just press go on a pre-decided plan. No guilt, no lifestyle creep, no self-sabotage, just forward motion because you have clarity and you are calm. You're not overwhelmed. So even if your bank balance goes below 500, you do not panic, and you also don't feel as though you're living paycheck to paycheck because you know where your money is going. You're not wondering, what happened to my money? You know the steps that you have chosen to take to build your wealth. You're building wealth with intention. I personally use both of the wealth dashboards. On my personal wealth dashboard, my current focus is to build my brand LyfStyled. So there's expenses that are basically for the business and don't have to be reflected in my household wealth strategy. The household wealth is strategically focused on preparing for the second child and preparing our home to be functional for our family. So it includes things like baby expenses, kids' savings budgets, and not reflecting my personal wealth dashboard. My husband and I follow this 4-step system created by LyfStyled. We plan before transferring cash into our shared account, and then we build wealth for our family intentionally and together. If you want help building your own wealth dashboard, use the link down below just to submit to me. I'll walk you through how to turn your financial figures into a powerful financial dashboard that gives you clarity, confidence, and control. Custom to your goals, visual, and easy to follow. Based on real net worth, not just spending. Your money should work for you, not the other way around. And if you're unsure of where to start, just send me what you have. I'll take care of the rest. Now that you've built your pre-payday plan, there's one thing that you still need to avoid, because most people think that they're living paycheck to paycheck and walk around feeling poor and depressed because it seems that they're not making any progress in their wealth building journey. Watch this video next where I show you how to avoid this dire mistake that could keep you poor.